these are those white flesh pineapples, I think.
Are they?
Oh no, gold pineapple. Vegetable or wet? Oh, I'm gonna get a bear of these. Babe, these ones taste like honey. These would finish me off, but she's all about the heat.
The spice.
Which is why she's with me. Let's find out what that is. What is that? We have a winner. Most people are thinking, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, hell yes.
Oh, I can smell.
Big stash of stuff actually. This first. I swear to God they make the prices up here every time. The thing is, I could be from their culture, so I feel like they give me a discount just based on. Beautiful. Good thing is that Jill is out, and she probably thinks that I'm going to save half of this for her, but she's wrong. Cheers. I mean, it is extremely sweet, but even the sweet ones I prefer with a little bit of sourness from lime these days. You know what, guys? Two things you need to know is that, actually there's many things you need to know, but most importantly, since coming back from Greece, I am craving two things like crazy. And that, number one, is bread, which to be honest has been a common theme in my life over the last year. Just like I was never a bread person, was never a rice person, and they're often, even in the hotter months, just the things I'm craving a lot of. So you're gonna see me eat a lot of them. Number two, I don't know what number two was, but basically, do you know what? It's summer here, and I'm gonna call this video something, summer something probably. It just doesn't feel like summer. I guess because we were for a few weeks in like 36 to 40 degree weather, and here it's like, I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know what it is either. All I can say is it's like a bit warm and humid but gloomy, and it's really strange. Although if you're like, you know, do you know what, when I just did that, it was 111, I kid you not. It's funny because every single morning, right, it's sunny, like beautiful weather, not a cloud in the sky, looks like it's gonna be a beautiful summer's day. Same thing happened last year, right? And then when people such as myself were talking about geoengineering and weather modification, and for many different reasons, it was all like one of those things again, oh, conspiracy theory, and now it's like an actual fact. I firmly believe someone's doing something, because this is just not normal to wake up with like really sunny, like blue skies, and then by midday, it's just the whole sky is covered in clouds. I refuse to believe that that is natural 2 summers in a row. I refuse. It's funny because the people that were calling this conspiracy theories like a year ago, now all I'm hearing is crickets. Because it's a fact. But more than that, I know you want to know what I'm eating for breakfast, because that watermelon I had outside was bomb. I was going to make a smoothie and then make some kind of starchy lunch, which I'm going to do anyway. But I want toast. And I want toast smothered with a thick layer of nut butter and fresh, locally grown berries on top. So that's what we're doing. I did tell you when we were in Greece that I found the best peanut butter in the whole world. I also found this one. Okay, this one does actually have English ingredients on it too. Although you can kind of tell from the pictures. Do you know what I'm saying? This one has peanuts, almonds, cashews, and hazelnuts. So I'm gonna try some of this as well. Gonna be some spooning action. The thing is, I know, I've been resisting this because I just know, and you just know too, that once this is cracked open, it will not be here tomorrow. So, and that's not because Jill's sharing it with me. It's because it just goes down the chute, and that's the way it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. My God, do you know what? I just realized that I started singing that song, and I'm actually wearing a 2-pack t-shirt. It's like it was meant to be. I genuinely forgot I was wearing this t-shirt, like genuinely. And also have not thought about that song since I was about 12, so I don't know what that means, but let's make some breakfast. I mean brunch, meal number 2, whatever you want to call it. See, now I'm trying to read it backwards in the camera and that's just not going to work. It's the triple malt sourdough with seeds from Waitrose. It is fantastic sourdough bread. Only thing I would say is it goes off within 2 days. It is really good quality rustic bread though. Oh, that smell of fresh toast. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to be still in bed at like 6 AM and my dad would be eating toast downstairs because he was a doctor and he used to have to get up really early. And the kitchen was right, none of you need to know this and it's probably not interesting, but my bedroom was right above the kitchen and so I would always smell his fresh toast like at 6 AM and I just used to lay in bed and salivate and then get up and make toast at 6 AM. None of you needed to know that, but I really wanted to tell you. It means a lot. Toast number 1, I'm actually going in with some smooth Meridian peanut butter, which has become my favorite because it's runny, it's just 100% peanuts, nothing added. I do like to add like salt and sweetness sometimes, but it is the perfect plain peanut butter. That is a very nice texture. Do you know what? I feel like I need to try it. I feel like, do you know what? Shall I just put you there? And never put you here. Let's just do it here. Nut butter review has come back from the dead because this one needs a verdict. Cheers. Was gonna say 10 out of 10, but I'm gonna be a bitch and give it a 9 because I just feel like there's always room for improvement. Although let's face it, I did used to give out a lot of 10s. I do regret that. See, this may look like a meal with just like 2 slices of toast, but if you knew the actual amounts of nut butter that I'm smothering on this, I think some of you would be shocked. Unless you're a regular around here and then you would not be shocked at all, so. These strawberries are sweet. Who needs jam when you've got locally grown strawberries, eh? Damn, these are mega sweet. Some banana on the other half, just to mix things up. Going to drizzle some balsamic on the straw one because strawberries and balsamic, it's kind of like, trying to think what else goes together. Apple cinnamon. Okay, apparently the banana is just getting a nice healthy sprinkle of hemp seeds. The straw one is calling me, guys. Getting donut vibes. And happily apply to face. The balsamic with the peanut butter. Lots and lots of fresh dill. By the way, this is not just any butternut squash. This is golden butternut squash, which I always buy because it's just like twice as sweet. Love myself some crispy dill. I don't actually know why I don't just roast it on its own. Like, I love it that much. Some incredible extra virgin olive oil, which I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Take my rings off to toss because I'm not a hypocrite. And into a hot oven until these are nice and caramelized. This is for a pasta dish, by the way. I don't know if I made that clear yet. This really is like the simplest well, one of the most simple pasta dishes I've ever created, but honestly the most delicious and rewarding and refreshing, which is not something you would normally call a pasta dish, right? Refreshing. This one actually is. I'm using some chickpea pasta because, oh my god. Guys, I bought buckwheat pasta. I mean, it's not the end of the world because I love buckwheat pasta too. But this was intended to be a high protein pasta salad. You'll just have to pretend it is. It will be just as delicious and filling this way anyway. Lots of, when I say lots, I mean lots of sharp, raw white onion. And lots, and when I say lots, I mean like a whole other pack more of fresh dill. Dill is the best herb. I don't want any arguments about that. This is a very green pasta dish if you haven't already realized, and this is a perfect avocado. Would you look at that? Lots of fresh lemon juice. For once, this one had very little pips. Dump in the pasta. Another tiny drizzle of this very special olive oil. Some fresh arugula, roquette, whatever you want to call it. Butternut squash is perfectly roasted and caramelized. I just love the crispy dill whenever you roast it. Can we just appreciate before it gets tossed? Can we just appreciate? Like all pasta salads, this one is also more delicious cold, so always make a big batch. I'll leave the full recipe down below, but yeah, I just roasted the butternut squash in the olive oil, dill, it's supposed to be chickpea pasta, but it's buckwheat pasta, cucumber, more dill, arugula, lime juice, lots of avocado, sharp white onion, a little bit more olive oil, salt, pepper, and that's it. This also works with lime, and worked better with lime in the photo, so that's the only reason I'm now spritzing with lime. Yes, I still drizzle tahini all over my food. Always, always, always. Cheers. I actually forgot to tell you earlier why this olive oil is so special. It didn't come in this jar. The jar is mine. Basically, when we were in Greece, the guy who was hosting us, his name's Savas. He's a legend if he's watching this. And he came to the door and he said, oh, my dad grows his own olive trees, like right on the premises, and I'd love to go to give you some freshly pressed olive oil from our trees. And then he brought us a whole bottle to the door, and it was just the most delicious, fruity, like fresh olive oil we've ever tasted, obviously, and given to us with so much love as well. So that's why it's so special. This day has been cloudy and muggy and humid, and it's pissing me off. To add to that, I'm not in the mood for any more savory, so I'm going sweet. I think I'm gonna make something sweet now anyway. Well, sweet and savory, you'll see. These Altalfo mangoes are next level of sweet. More locally grown straws. Greek style Alpro. Protein powder of choice is the Madagascar Vanilla Perform from Vivo Life. Second best flavor, but first best flavor in yogurt bowls. Do you know what? It does need a drizzle. Thick drizzle. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. This is like the end of the jar, so it's kind of like in blobs, but you can still class this as smothered. The flaves. The flaves. Sending you all lots of love. Laters.